What if I told you that spider in your dream isn't random? It's trying to warn you about something in your life right now. Have you ever woken up feeling like you're caught in a web? Whether it's a tiny weaver sitting quietly in the corner of a sunlit room or a giant, unfathomable shadow lurking in the dark edge of your vision, spiders are some of the most frequent and most startling visitors to our subconscious. We wake up with our hearts racing, we check the corners of the ceiling, we shake out our sheets. But once the waking panic fades, the question remains, why did the spider come to you? Is it an architect of your destiny, patiently showing you how to build your life? Or is it a warning of a trap you haven't yet noticed you've walked into? To understand the spider, we cannot look at it through just one lens. We have to unravel the web completely. Today, we're looking at the three faces of the spider. Let us begin with the mind. In the realm of analytical psychology, the spider is rarely just a bug. It is a profound, ancient archetype. Carl Jung, the pioneer of the collective unconscious, saw the spider as a symbol of the self and our innate power to create. Think about how a spider operates. It pulls the thread from within its own body. It creates its world from the inside out. When you dream of a spider weaving a perfect, symmetrical web, you are witnessing the architect of your own life at work. It is a mandala, a symbol of wholeness and integration. The dream is reminding you that you possess the patience, the focus, and the internal resources to spin your own reality. But psychology also recognizes the shadow. Stay back. Sigmund Freud and later psychodynamic theorists saw a darker reflection in the eight-legged visitor. To them, the spider often represented the devouring mother. This isn't necessarily about your literal mother. It represents any presence in your life that feels overprotective, possessive, or emotionally suffocating. A spider paralyses its prey and wraps it up, keeping it entirely dependent and trapped. If you dream of being chased by a giant spider or feeling entangled in sticky threads you cannot break, ask yourself, who or what is suffocating you in your waking life? Is there a relationship, a job, or even a self-imposed expectation that is draining your life force? The spider in this dream isn't a monster. It is a manifestation of your own feeling of being trapped. But the mind is only one layer. When we turn to the spiritual lens, particularly through the rich traditions of scholars like Ibn Sirin, the spider carries a profound duality. It brings a message of both profound weakness and divine strength. In Islamic dream interpretation, the spider often represents a devout, ascetic person, someone who weaves quietly, detached from the material world. However, the web itself is a symbol of immense fragility. The Quran famously describes the spider's house as the flimsiest of all homes. If you dream of a spider's web breaking, or if you are brushing cobwebs away, it is a spiritual warning. You may be placing your trust, your security, or your heart into something that is fundamentally unstable. It is a call to examine your foundations. Are you relying on an illusion? Are you building your life on a web that the slightest wind could tear apart? Yet there is another, deeply beautiful side to this tradition. We must remember the story of the Cave of Thawr. When refuge was needed from pursuers, it wasn't a wall of iron that provided safety, but a simple, undisturbed spider's web across the cave's entrance. The pursuers saw the web and assumed no one could have possibly entered. In this light, dreaming of a spider isn't a threat at all. It is a profound sign of divine protection. It tells you that safety often comes from the most humble, unexpected places. If you feel threatened in your waking life, the spider appears in your dream to say, you are hidden, you are safe. The thinnest thread is stronger than iron when it is placed there by design. Finally, we step away from symbols and look at the physical reality of our biology. Why do spiders invoke such an immediate, visceral reaction in our bodies, even while we sleep? The answer lies deep in our evolutionary history. We are hardwired for arachnophobia. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors survived specifically because their brains were highly attuned to notice the shape of an eight-legged shadow in the grass. The amygdala, the fear center of your brain, treats the spider as a primal threat. During REM sleep, your brain runs a threat simulation program. It is trying to prepare you for waking dangers by testing your emotional reactions in a safe environment. Because the spider is one of the oldest symbols of danger in human DNA, your brain uses it as a universal alarm bell. Think of the spider as a vibration sensor. A spider doesn't see very well. It understands the world by feeling the vibrations on its web. When you dream of spiders, your subconscious might be acting as that sensor. You are picking up on subtle tensions, micro-expressions, or hidden anxieties in your waking life that your conscious mind has ignored. The dream isn't creating the fear. The spider is simply the alarm bell your brain rings to say, "Pay attention." Something in your environment is vibrating at the wrong frequency. The architect of your destiny, the fragile protector, the ancient alarm. The spider is all of these things, and which face it shows you depends entirely on what you need to see. So the next time you meet the weaver in your sleep, don't just run. Stop, breathe, and look closely at the web. Is it a trap you've walked into, an illusion ready to break, or is it a masterpiece you've been building all along? Until next time, keep dreaming.